Heidi ho everyone, it is time for a new pattern. It's a new day. Pattern-collections.com. Go down to pattern focus to find today's pattern, and today is Thursday and I'm doing this early, but today would be the day that I go to the dentist on Thursday, so you can give me a bit of a prayer that things go well with the extraction of my tooth. That is just hoping that this solves all my issues. Okay, so today's pattern is Log Cabin by Ina Sonamoser. It's a grid or linear, whichever, but it's a grid pattern, and it's called Log Cabin. And basically, within your grid, you're just going to go around. It's super simple. You're going to go around. You're going to go the first line, second line, third line, fourth line, and follow that around. You're just going to go around and around in a circle or a square, and just continue to put in line, 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 line until you have filled it up, and it looks like that. Like stacking lumber into a log cabin pattern, right? You can do it on a round grid. You can do it on a wonky grid. You can do it in a ribbon. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to do it on a wonky grid because, you know, I like wonky grids. I'm going to turn on my light so I can see what I'm doing. Score. Okay. And I'm just going to start. Okay. I'm going way wonky with this one, folks. There we go. See? Really wonky. Love it. Now we're just going to take one square at a time, and we're going to start, and we're going to go round in circles. And I kind of want them at least to start all going the same direction, so I'm actually going to write and sign this first. I don't usually do that. And this is Log Cabin. That way I will always start at the top of this no matter which square I'm using. I'm going to start here. You don't have to turn your tile. I just find it easier, at least to start out on a pattern, turning my tile. Now I can go ahead and do this. Until it gets small enough that you feel like you're done. Kind of far away, aren't you? All right, let's bring you in. Okay, so I'm going to start again. Just like that. That's all there is to it. Simple, folks, right? I'm going to actually turn the tile. And turn your tile when you need to. Absolutely. I think that one's done. Kind of want to do another one, but I don't know if that's going to fit. Another one's not going to fit in there, so it's done. I want the middle smaller. Yep. Oops. You guys are far away. I mean, you're out of frame. Okay. I'm gonna adjust you here. Okay. That's better. Okay, so the first one is here. And then down. And then swoops across, and I should be turning my paper because that's better for me. At least until it gets small enough. Okay. As long as you have the same number of lines on each side, you're good to go. It would look funny if you stopped before you went all the way around 4 times on each round. But it doesn't matter how many times around you go, as long as you have the same. See, like this is the second time around on this one. Go all the way around before you, because if you left it like that, it would look funny, because your eye automatically seems to know that it's missing something. Okay. One more. Like that. I love it. I really do. This one's small, so I don't have to turn my tile. Okay, this one's bigger. Tile turning will happen. Are you still in frame? I gotta move over a little. One more? Yeah. Love it, love it, love it. This is an easy one to do. You don't have to think really hard. You're just making lines, going around. Doesn't require you to plan. Doesn't really require you to look at step outs. This could be a really easy one to put in your go-to patterns. If you need a grid pattern, just do this. Super simple. Probably should have turned my tile for that one, but I didn't. There we go. Okay, this time I'm going to turn my tile. Like that. Okay. So far, so good. Trying to be sort of consistent with my line size. But I know I'm not completely, but approximately. The spacing here is, I'm trying to make these kind of the same size. Kind of, but I know they're not, because I know that these are way bit wider than these, for example. So I know they're not. If I slowed down a little bit more, maybe they would be, but it's fine. Actually want to make that one even smaller in the middle. I really fill that one in. Why? I don't know. Just because I said so. And here I say about consistent line, and then I didn't even make a consistent line. Apparently, my hand is telling me, you know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be that consistent. Okay. So far, so good. I think that is fantastic. I love it. I am going to actually fill in that middle square, or whatever shape it ended up as, in dark. To really emphasize those. Yep, I like that. Like I say, I fill in with a little bit fatter nib just to make it so it doesn't take so long to color in. But you could totally color in with whatever you draw with. Okay. Those are cool. Now if you'd done your grid more structured, more straight, these would look different. So it's all in how you draw your initial grid and whether or not you have these lines follow that grid or not. I could have drawn a straight grid with curved lines and that would have looked different. Or a super curved grid with more straight lines. Instead of following the curve, if I'd done straight lines within this grid, that would have looked different as well. So it's all up to you as to how you want to do it. I am just learning these patterns. Some of them I've done before. I've done this one before. And there are other patterns out there that are similar to this, the way you draw them. So remember, most of the time, not like 90% of the time, I am learning a pattern along with you guys. I'm not really teaching it as much as I'm just demonstrating how I learn it. Which is, there is a considerable difference in that. I know that there have been people who want me to change the way I do my drawings, and I'm not going to do that. I told you that before. And they don't like when I make mistakes or seem to be discombobulated or distracted. Well, you know, this is how I learn. And sometimes I have to stop and think, and sometimes I don't do things right. And because I'm not here to teach the pattern, I'm here to learn the pattern. And that is completely different. All right. Now for some shading. It needs some shading. I'm just going to put it, you know, kind of in the corners where the lines kind of overlap, and I'm not being super precise with it. That's where I'm putting them. Just gonna do, maybe I'll do it like this. It'll be easier for me to just do it one direction at a time. do all the angles going this way, and then we'll come back and do all the angles going another corner until all 4 corners are done. Not being overly super precise. You notice that. I could be very fiddly with it and just do each, you know, zigzag. I'm not gonna do that. But I could. I could be super precise and fiddly with it. That's all up to you and how you choose to draw. And then the last one. It already is making them look different by putting this pencil right there. I haven't even smudged it yet. Smudging will increase that look. Decide what size smudge I want. I want that size. I can hear the, I unplugged the phone in the kitchen when I'm doing my drawings so that you guys don't have to hear the answer machine come on. I can hear the phone ringing in the other room. And it makes me think, my husband's family always had this running joke about answering the phone, Papa John's Pizza, because I mean they'd had the same phone number for, I don't know, 50 years, right? Forever. My father-in-law had moved into, mother and father-in-law had moved into their home. It was brand new in the early 50s. And then a local Papa John's pizzeria came into town, and their phone number was like 1 digit away from the family's phone number. And they constantly got calls to order pizza. And they were always having to say, I'm sorry, but we're not Papa John's Pizza. And it got to be super annoying. So that's like the running joke around here. When you answer the phone, Papa John's Pizza. And my husband got irritated with all the sales calls the other night, and he actually answered the phone that way. And of course the person hung up immediately. It was funny. But anyway, there we go. Log cabin. Super simple, easy, fun, great tangle for today. Nice and relaxing and just chillax, right? Great tangle for this Thursday, dentist appointment Thursday. Ugh. Okay, so hope you guys are having a really great day. I will see you tomorrow, and I'll let you know how I'm doing. Well, no. In tomorrow's video, you won't know how I'm doing because I will have recorded it prior. But I will eventually let you guys know how I'm doing whenever I get around to that. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.